Now, do you guys believe that Zion will still be a threat after taking that L to Kane? Was taking that L to Kane the right move? Should he have won? Well, we're going to talk about that in this video. I want you guys to stay tuned.
Kane, Jahada!
Like I told you, you don't need no security. All you need is me. Cut up our game. It's the only way to get to the top.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4. Will Zion still be a threat after taking that L to Kane? And as I asked you guys earlier, do you believe him taking that L was the right move? Should he had won? Well, we will be talking about that topic of discussion in this video. Now, you guys, make sure you checked out my last few videos. I talked about the new Martin show called Young Martin. We know it's going to be a prequel to the OG show. It will be a reimagined prequel, and it will be set in modern day time. So check that video out if you have not seen it. Also, check out the video that I dropped about your boy Amari Harwick. We know he was talking about power and how it ended. Now he did not like it, and you know, different things. Now I may do a reaction video to that. I know you guys was asking me what I think about this topic of discussion. Your boy 50 Cent, he also responded to this video like a day later, so I may just do a whole nother video talking about that because a lot of you guys wanted to get my input on that topic of discussion, man. I mean, it's crazy. Now, it doesn't matter what Amari says, the fans, they still don't give a damn. They still think Ghost is going to return. Remember, a lot of fans was believing Ghost was going to return in the last episode. That did not happen. So just prepare to be disappointed once again. I mean, I guess we still got to the end of the season. Some of the fans are saying that Amari will return by the end of the season. This is just promotion. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. All I say is this. Don't get your hopes up too high. You know what I'm saying? Do not get those hopes up because I don't think it's happening. Now, also check out the video that I did about your boy Kane, Noma, Davis McLean. How will Kane react once he finds out that Davis is clapping Noma's cheeks too? That's going to be crazy. Now, let's talk about the topic of discussion. Your boy Zion, we know he took that L in the last episode. And is he going to be a threat? Is he still going to be a threat in part 2 of this show? Now, let's talk about what the fans have been talking about since Kane beat him. Even before the episode dropped, a lot of the fans were talking about if Kane wins, that's not realistic or whatever. It was some fans out there saying that, well, Kane, he could win, and they believed it was realistic if Kane was to get the victory. Now, we know Zion, what he does, you know, as this fighting league or whatever, he does this for a living. He hasn't been in the ring in a little bit, but this is his lifestyle, right? So anybody that studies or is into combat sports, whether it's martial arts, boxing, or whatever, they understand that somebody like Zion losing to Kane is disrespectful to, you know, to those arts, right? So of course it's like, man, that's not realistic for real. You know what I'm saying? Kane ain't no way in the hell he can do it. Now, of course, everybody has a puncher's chance. Anything is possible. Now, I told you guys what I believed. I said, look, Kane going up against Zion, I understand what they're trying to do, trying to build up Kane's character a little bit more, letting him beat Zion, this major plug or whatever, who's supposed to have all this experience, right? Who's supposed to be a beast for real, but Kane beats him. We understand that Kane, he fights. This is what he does, but this guy is more trained than Kane is based off that logic. You know what I'm saying? A guy that's been in this for a while, and Kane has been on the streets. Now, I kind of compare it to, like, you know, Kimbo Slice. He was a legend on the streets. But when he got into the MMA, y'all saw what happened. The majority of the times, he got that ass beat because it's different levels to street fighting and actually, you know, skilled high-level MMA fighting. Now, I understand, you know, this whole underground league. These guys, to be honest with you, they're not high-level MMA fighters for real. So I give Kane the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that because the guys that's in there, come on. If you put them in the UFC, they getting their ass beat too. You know what I'm saying? This is a low-level fighting, in my opinion. But regardless of all that, you guys can have your opinion on if you wanted Zion to win, if you're happy Kane won and all that. I told you guys, when it comes to me, I would have Zion at least won that first fight. That's just me, because you're building up his character. The character development, the start of his character development was good, right? Because he was a major threat, right? He was the new plug. He, of course, checked Noma right in her face, went to her dinner of business and checked her, right? I mean, he's a OG. He has knowledge of Tommy and Ghost. And for him to lose to Kane in the very first fight, come on. Like, really? To me, it kind of erases what we saw at the beginning of the buildup of his character. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Him losing to Kane, now I pretty much lost all respect for Zion, because even if he still is a threat, I know he ain't gonna do enough. I know it's probably just a matter of time before he is dropped off or something major happens to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gonna do enough to where he is running the show. I mean, it seems like he just brought in for Kane to beat up and for somebody for Noma to neutralize eventually. That's what it seems like. We know in part 2, you know, a lot of the fans are believing that Zion is most likely choking out your boy Tariq. And even if this is not Zion, we know Noma most likely will think Zion, you know, came for her. Because we know they shipment, it got robbed by Drew and who else? Monet. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know Noma's going to wonder what the hell happened. And I'm pretty sure she's probably going to think Zion did it, because she even stated to Kane that he's going to come back and seek revenge. So that's going to get stirred up in part 2 of this season. And I mean, for your boy Zion, I really felt like he could have just won that first fight. And as I was telling you guys, if I was building it up, I would have had him get the victory. And then Kane, he would have been salty, of course. But Kane, he would have came back on a different day, of course, well prepared. And this time, he would have got the victory. And this is what I'm talking about. Certain storylines, I feel like it's going a little bit too fast. I told you guys there's a lot of stuff going on in this show. This is the main reason why I believe you need more episodes. Because a storyline like this, you need to build it up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build it up. But it is what it is. Understand, you know, it's TV. They gotta do what they gotta do. You know, they only get a certain amount of episodes. It's a business at the end of the day. But man, I was really hoping that Zion would get that victory, but he didn't. So now we're going to move on to something else. And it's crazy on how Kane was able to neutralize Zion, but he was struggling with Mecca. Did y'all see how Mecca was punking out Kane, put him in his place, right? But he's able to just beat Zion like this, a guy that has all this experience. I don't care if he's been out the game for a couple years or whatever. Still, if you're building him up, you can't have him take that L so quickly. It makes us fans that's watching it, that's invested in it, kind of say like, man, so Zion really ain't shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I'm feeling, and I feel like he going to get dropped off. He going to be another character that gets built up and then gets dropped off, you know, this season. And to be honest with you guys, as far as the plugs, because we know Noma, she doing her thing. I think she's a weak plug. I told you guys this before. I think the best plug that they had on Power Book 2 Ghost was Mecca. I mean, he had a great build up. He knew of Tommy and Ghost as well. He had connections. The dude was a beast with his hands and stuff. But he gets dropped off in the same season that they're building him up in. But as I told you guys, I believe Mecca was the best plug that they had on Power Book 2 Ghost. Everybody else is straight up trash in my opinion. They straight trash. And I cannot really take them serious at all. They had another chance with Zion, but of course, now, come on. Ain't nobody taking this guy serious. He done took an L to Kane. You know what I'm saying? He had to use brass knuckles. He should have never had to use those at all. He should have just got the victory from the jump. But it is what it is. Now, you guys, y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen with Zion in part 2. Will he be a major threat? I think he's going to cause some issues, but he will be put in his place once again, just like y'all saw him get put in his place in the last episode. I believe they're going to focus more on Detective Don Carter. He is the major threat this season. And of course, he's running the show. So that's who I think they're trying to focus on. Zion is just a character they're putting in there just to help other characters build up their rep. But that's what I'm thinking. Now, we'll continue to drop more Power Book 2 Ghost videos for you guys this week. So stay tuned. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.